Today we are cooking r/oddly terrifying. To explain to you what this means, the mods have made a diagram. Is it terrifying? Well, it's supposed to be terrifying. But is it really? Is it made to be terrifying? Or is that not the case? But it is still terrifying, then it is oddly terrifying. It's not supposed to be made to be scary, but it has to be scary, right? So that's a little explanation of how this works. So it's not supposed to be scary, but it is scary, and then it's oddly terrifying. Do you understand what I mean? Homunculus 316. I hope I said that correctly, but if I didn't, I'm sorry. Total solar eclipse photo from 1991 taken by Antonio Turok in Mexico. This is definitely oddly terrifying. It looks like biblical almost, or something like that. Like a apocalypse type of stuff. Like, why are the birds going crazy? Also, this fence, like, and the gate just don't make any sense. Like, why is it tilted? Why is it, but it does fit. It's just they made it tilted, but why did they do that? It looks like it's like storming, like the fence is almost like breaking and the birds going crazy, but it's probably like no wind, super warm since it's Mexico. Which I know is a generalization of how Mexico is, but I don't know. From Hi Friends 13er. Diving suit from the 1700s made from calf skin. I mean, calf skin sounds weird, but a lot of stuff is still made from skin. Like, you have some leather, you know, unless if it's fake, but like, this is quite terrifying. It kind of reminds me of like a Family Guy character or something like that. Like, not one specific Family Guy character, but you would see a design like this in Family Guy or something. Or maybe The Simpsons or whatever. But it does, like, imagine, like, this is not watertight, like, right? Or, and how do you get oxygen in there? Because it's the 1700s. Man, I would have to be paid a lot of money. Nah, probably I still won't do it. I'm scared to go in like natural water, right? So with a diving suit like that, no oxygen, no thanks. Or do they have like a pipe connected to the mouth, because there's like a hole there? They have like a pipe connected to the mouth going up to the surface. Then I guess that makes sense. I mean, that's a smart idea. Like, if you're not going too deep, then it can work, right? But like, what if something happens with that pipe? I wouldn't trust it personally. I'm not doing it. You can do it, not me. I'm not doing it. Flash Zap 90. This fireplace in my basement, and then we get this. Why do you have a fireplace in your basement? Who even made a fireplace in the basement in the first place? Like, why is that a thing? Why would you ever do that? This basement looks creepy anyway. Like, even without the fireplace. Like, if you think away the fireplace and would just be this blue wall, it would still be terrifying. But the fireplace just adds to it. We got some text here. I absolutely hate going into my basement because of this fireplace. It's very old and has a porch built on top of the chimney, so it's no longer operational. I always get the feeling something's watching me from inside the firebox. I would really love to know what was going on in this basement many years ago. And really, what's up with the walls? I don't know what that word means. Hold on. It says here that's a lamp. Oh, I see him. I have a normal theory about what's going on. I had a theory that would explain it in a realistic way, but I also have a funnier or scarier theory, really. The good theory is that this house was like a two-person thing. Like, because my dad's house where I live, right? It was two houses 100 years ago, and then the wall inside was destroyed, and then it became one house. That's why the layout is a little unique, let's just say that. So I think maybe it was like an upper lower thing where someone was living on the bottom and someone was living on the top, and the bottom wanted the fireplace. That's probably why they did that, something like that. The other theory is that the basement was full of kidnapped children, and they did rituals down here, and with which they needed a fire. That's hence the, what is it, the sconces? Is that how you say that? Hence those things, and the scary, creepy factor, because it is actually haunted, and you're actually in danger at all times. Also, something is watching you. It is me. I am in there. You don't know, but I am at this very moment. Like, this is a hologram. I don't exist in this space, actually. Like, I'm not here. I'm in this guy's fireplace recording this right now. Really. You don't believe me, but the technology is way advanced if you're cool like me. Attila the Hero. This sign asking families to wear a mask. This is quite scary. I don't like this. Like, the person who designed this just did see like, yeah, this definitely looks very terrifying. Like, I'm trying to see a mask and not a mouth, right? Like, I'm trying to see the vision of that it's just a mask, and I just can't see it. Like, it just looks like a mouth. Like, this looks like something you would see in like an analog horror or something, where it's like the family's not really the family. Then, they have a mouth and be scared. Something like that, right? Whoever designed that is, I don't want to say should be fired, but should have a different job, right? Shouldn't design something like this, but should design something scary, because clearly they're good at it. From Hawaii Mom 44. So you're a Lewis Hamilton fan. Well, cool. Just found this in the vacation rental I'm staying in. And it's these boxes. On one hand, it's like, it was just a child who was in their edgy era, wanted to be mad and scary or something. Or, like, that's the boring theory. The fun theory is that it's haunted. And that Ivy is a deceased child who some bad happened to. And now they're in that box. Something of theirs is in that box with their soul trapped, haunting the place. When you go home, that spirit is gonna be... what is it? Attached to you. That's the word I'm looking for. And it's gonna come home with you. It's gonna start shaking things. Ooh. Gonna start knocking in the night and walking around. You're gonna hear footsteps, but you do not see anything. It is Ivy. I never understood why these types of things are always evil. Like, same with, for example... I don't know. Like, why do hauntings always have to be evil? Like, let's say I got murdered or something and my spirit got stuck somewhere. Yes, I would probably be kind of angry. Like, if just some rando shows up or like some urban explorers, I would be like... hey guys, like, whoa, you're a spirit? I'm like, yeah, I'm a spirit. Pretty cool, right? Like, what happened to you? Well, I was horribly murdered and I'm actually very angry at that person. But since you guys are just you know, walking around here, I won't be mad at you. But like, stay safe. Don't get in the still water. Oh, still water, don't you know? Like, why would I murder them? That doesn't make any sense. Like, why would I do evil stuff? It doesn't make, I don't get it. Horror movies are stupid. Silent Fighter 06. This tongue-like thing I found in a Snapple apple. I bought it at 7-Eleven, discovered it after taking a sip, and you're just holding it? It makes me want to puke. So someone says mother of vinegar. It's probably vinegar, right? But like, you just put the image of a tongue-like thing in my head, and now I can't get it out, and it looks disgusting. Ew, and you take a sip as well, you feel it touching your lips. Like, what if it's alive? What if it's a worm and it's kind of in your mouth? Like, ooh. And then it goes down your throat and it infects you and you start being, like, it's like a parasite that controls your mind. And you're like a zombie-like figure at that point. And then you go around spreading worms. Like, you just spit out part of a worm and you start putting it in people's ears or something. Why am I thinking about that? That's not fun to think about. It's just disgusting. But it is a good movie concept. Like, really to freak out people. Like, if you're a director or something, or a writer, this is your chance. Like, it's free of charge. You don't even have to, I mean, give my channel a shout out, right? So that people will know that it came from my channel, and then I'll get a lot of subscribers. But like, other than that, I don't have to get paid or anything. That's such a... now I'm never gonna be able to drink anything that isn't super clear. Like this water, I have to worry about water. I can see what's in the water. But if I cannot see the liquid inside, if I cannot observe what is in there, I'm not drinking it for at least like a week or something. From Texas, 1971. Watching. Like, I know these mascots have people in them, right? And they need to look as well. But this just kind of looks like his expression. His expression is scary. I've always wanted to be like a mascot. See how it is. Like, because you won't have to worry about being embarrassed. Like, you can act over exaggerated and no one will really care because like you're a mascot. That's what the mascot's supposed to do. But I always think about like they're being all enthusiastic and stuff. What happens after? Like I always imagine like the Mickey Mouse mascot, that picture of the Mickey Mouse mascot who's taking off his mask and is like smoking in the corner. He's probably like, hating his life. Like imagine that's what you're doing all day in a hot, super hot and clammy suit, trying to entertain a bunch of snotty iPad addicted kids. I would hate my life, honestly. I would understand looking not very happy. I'm getting a whole bunch of horror movies ideas. Like, what if this is the killer? Like, what if it's a mascot? Like, you know the haunted mascot where it's like, oh, he used to be in the closed restaurant, but no, the mascot right now. And he looks so jolly, but once he goes inside the suit, he becomes a whole different person. And his expression turns dead. And he goes around murdering people. Again, you don't even have to pay me. Just put my channel name at the end or something. So I get loads of subscribers, right? That's all I need. From Damaged Goods 99824. It's called a giant desert centipede. I don't like the giant desert centipede because look at this horrifying thing. Like, why does this have to walk around? Why is that a necessity, right? Like, that just doesn't need to be the case, but yet it is the case. And usually, like, I don't know if this one is, but like usually the bigger centipedes are poisonous. Like, especially if you get into the jungle. Like, the jungle is like hell. Like, you're just probably gonna die, and it's gotta be because of some reason that you never thought of. Because you touched some branch that made some wound, which got some parasite, which then laid some eggs, which then attracted some predator, which then attracted some bug that then you die of, or something like that. Like, it's always so stupid. And I'm happy it's not a video. Like, in a picture, I can handle it, but seeing all those things crawl around, I don't know why, but our human brain is just, like, a lot of us just don't like spiders, but Centipedes do the same thing. Is it really spiders that are scary? Or a lot of legs crawling around when it's too big? It's like a beetle, because a beetle has 6 legs, but it walks kind of chunky and it's kind of cute in a way. Like the limber, fast-moving, way too many legs than is natural. Like spiders don't need 8 legs. There's no reason to have 8 legs, yet they do. Like they can have 6 legs and then that would be fine and they'd immediately be a lot less scary, right? I feel like that's the case. It's just a creepy crawling around that's scary. It's not necessarily spiders, but spiders are a very good example. Things that crawl fast, way too fast. Like look up the huntsman. Actually, no, I'll look it up for you. Look at this thing, dude. And this is not fake. This is a real spider. I don't think it's super poisonous. Like sure, you don't want to get bitten, but oh, like that. I don't know if the huntsman is at least one of like top 3 fastest spiders around. But you don't really show it. Okay, we got one that's supposed to run across the dashboard. Left bottom. Look at it. Oh. Oh.
Speed. Pull over, pull over, pull over, pull over.
Oh, freaky, 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 freaky. And that's even a small one. Like the huntsman spiders can get way bigger like we saw in the previous one. Like, dude, get away from me. Like that's just not, it doesn't feel natural. That's not supposed to be walking around, all right? Well, Delusion 01, oversized huntsman I found while MTB riding. I don't know what MTB is. Oh, Australia, that makes sense. Yeah. Look at it, dude. I mean, it's awesome, right? I'm in awe of its creation because it's just so cool. But like, I like to see it on pictures and videos, not in real life. Now, luckily I live in the Netherlands and the biggest one we have is like the sewer spiders. Black ones, they're like this big. And it's like, that's pretty scary. You wouldn't want one on your face, but like, it's not poisonous. It's just fast, right? It's not too scary. Actually, I had a really big one. I was walking upstairs. Usually you don't ever see them upstairs because they like to stay down in the cool places. I never see them upstairs. But this one was. And it's the biggest spider I've ever seen in real life. Like I was in France. We had like a standing caravan. Like one that doesn't move, but it could technically move. But it's kind of like a house you rent out, but it's kind of like a caravan. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but just bear with me anyway. There was some sort of like big spider nest underneath it or something. Because their big spiders kept showing up. Like this big. Like, let me rethink the size. How big was it? Kind of this big, I guess. And it's like compared to my hand. Like there's no reason to be that big. Like you need to catch flies or something. Why do you need to be that big? That makes no sense. And usually they were like runny. And I remember there was a toilet. It was really small space. Like kind of like a porta potty. Kind of that big, right? I was standing there, you know, trying to pull up my trousers. And all of a sudden I see one running over my foot. And at that point, I was very happy. Like I was like jumping around in that small space, like I've never felt less of a man than at that point. But luckily, I reignited my masculinity because to the door of our bedroom, me and my brother were sleeping together, and my mom and my sister were sleeping together. You know, there were 2 rooms, and to me and my brother's room, there was just in the doorway, there was just one standing there. Menacingly. Like, I'm not joking. He was looking for a fight. Like, you could tell. The other ones were really skittish and walking away. This one wasn't afraid. Like, I walked up to it, just didn't move. Like, it actually kind of lifted up its legs. Like, oh, okay. So I put a glass over it. I was gonna, you know, normally we'd kill him, but I was gonna put this one outside because, no, why not? You know, we've killed so many, I started feeling bad for him. Put the paper under, and I lifted it up, and I swear to you, I'm not making this up. This is not a joke. This thing started jumping at me in the glass. Like, it was doing this in the glass to me. And I was like, dude, what are you doing? I'm trying to help you right now. Why are you so mad? The size difference. Like, I do this and you're dead. What are you doing? So I put it outside, and I do purposely. I put the paper with the glass still under, the glass still over it. So the paper's here, the glass still over, spiders to the side. I kind of step away, right? And I tilt the glass like this, so it goes that way. And it's just to me. I like, what are you doing? So I don't think I killed it. We just went inside, closed the door real quick, and it couldn't get in. But like, that spider was just looking for a fight. I don't know why. But like, those spiders were really scary, because especially the aggressive one. Like, that one had no business being that angry. But the one I saw in this house, it was pitch black, and I have my phone. Okay, so you need to imagine how big it is if I saw it. Like, I went up the stairs with my phone, looking at videos like this, AirPods in, you know, because I just gone to the toilet and I couldn't be bothered. I just want to go to sleep. So I was like sleepy as well, looking at like videos kind of mindlessly, and I saw it top of the stairs. And the thing is, we have like a little extension, like a thing that comes out of the wall, where the thing you hold on to when you walk up the stairs. I forgot the word. Anyway, it was kind of behind it. So you got the wall, extension, stairs go up like this, and it's here, behind it. Just sitting there. It wasn't moving or anything. It was sitting there. And I was like this, walking up the stairs. And I have to turn this way to go to my room. So you have to understand, it's down there, and I have to go that way. So there's no reason why I should have seen it. But all of a sudden, in the corner of my eye, I noticed a big black thing in the pitch blackness just sitting there. I wasn't scared because it was still, but it just sent chills down my spine. Like, I just knew that wasn't supposed to be there. So what I did, I grabbed one of these. Not this one in particular, because downstairs we have one with the limiter off. Like, if you put it on, I have the thing in now, all right? And if I touch it, it does nothing. That one, if you press it, let go, and then you touch it, it still shocks you. So the current is way stronger. Like, there's some limiter in here that we removed, right? So I grabbed that one, put it over, and I left it there for like 2 minutes. I just let it like bake in the electricity, because I was like, there is no way I'm letting you run around upstairs when we're all trying to sleep. That's just not happening. I'm sorry. So I did kill it, but like that memory will never leave my mind, because it was so big. And it's like, you're in the Netherlands, all right? The spiders here aren't big. You're not supposed to be big. Why are you so big? Like, it was, I swear it was pitch black, and the light was shining in my face from my phone, and I still saw it. From Ulterior knows it. So this guy face swapped himself with Woody, and Woody looks like, especially like this one looks kind of terrifying, but this picture looks so funny when he's just laughing, but the man just does not look right. Like, again, that's something you'd see in like analog horror. Like, does this man look natural? And he's like an what is it, an alternate or like imposter or something. Don't say anything. Imposter or something. Like a doppelganger. That's the word I'm looking for. Like the emotionless eyes. Like ready to just kill you, and it doesn't feel anything when it does. I hate it. But yeah, that will do for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment your favorite spider species, and let's get out of here.